What's going on, guys? TeamAndrius back here with another video. In today's video I'm going to be installing Cobb 3-inch intakes and replacing my Cobb 2.75 intakes. I am planning on going to stage 3. I ordered some downpipes and 1000cc injectors, so for that too I do need to have a 3-inch intake. So that's what we'll be doing today, is replacing my 2.75 and replacing it with a 3-inch. Now here's my 2.75. It's exactly the same except smaller than the one I'm going to put on today. Here's a 3-inch. Super simple install. So I'm going to kind of go with a DIY and show you how I did it. So just in case you buy a GTR that has aftermarket intakes on it and you want to replace them, this is probably the easiest way to get it done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope this helps somebody. So let's get to it. First thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the protector. That's all it is the tabs. To remove the tabs, I'm just going to use a flathead screwdriver. Alright, so I got the shield off, which is going to give me access for the intakes. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the intercooler piping. So this one primarily, which is right here, and then this will allow me, give me more access to get into the intake. So let's do that first. We're going to loosen this one up. This one, take this, unclamp it, and then move this all to the side so it can give me more room to get to the intake. Right here I'm using 7mm. Alright, so now that we got the intercooler prepping out of the way, I have a lot more room to get in here to loosen the clamps up. It's a lot easier. You can move the hose around to get in there a lot tighter. So next what we're going to do is we're going to start loosening up the clamps down there. And then once that's loose, I'm going to loosen up this ground wire, which is right here. You can't see it, but this guy right here. We're going to take that out and then remove the MAP airflow sensors and loosen up the clamp here, and then we should be ready to go to be taken out. Alright, so I got all the clamps loosened up. I'm going to take off the ground right here. And then take off the mass airflow sensor, and then it'll be ready to be pulled out. Alright, so I removed the ground. I'm going to remove the mass airflow sensors. Do not lose these. Alright, so this is all good to be taken out. So next, we're actually going to remove the filter, or the actual intake, and then the filter. And I almost forgot, make sure if you have the Cobb intake, you remove the support, which is right there. It's on both sides. The new one also includes the support, so it's real stable when you actually put it in. So we're going to remove the bolt here, and then we'll be ready to pull it out. Let's remove the filter. Real simple. Just reach in here. It's kind of a tight fit, but it comes out pretty easily. Make sure you don't damage the filter when you pull it out. Alright, so everything is removed. Now we just got to install the bigger intake. bigger filters and tighten everything up, and then do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so I'm gonna attach the hoses, the hoses and the clamps first before I put on the actual intake. Alright, so one mistake I made that hope you don't make this mistake. Make sure to always put the filter in first before you put the hose back, the intake on. It's a lot easier to get it on then. One more tip, when you put the clamps on, make sure the part where you tighten and loosen, or the screw or the bolt, is always facing up, okay? Simple mistake, but can really cause you a lot of time if you clamp everything back on and then have to redo everything because you have to loosen everything up to get the pipe out to unscrew the clamp. Alright, so I got the filter on, got that on, the actual filter, the intake, 2 clamps and tube. Now all I do is tighten those up, tighten this up, put this bolt back in for the support, put the ground back in right here, and then lastly the mass airflow sensor. Add the intercooler pipe back on, clamp this hose back on, and tighten everything up, and that's it. Alright, so I got the filter on, intake on, clamps, tie the support down, put the ground back on. The only thing I have left is put the intercooler pipe back on, tighten that up, put the hose back on, and we're done. And that's it. So all these clamps are tight, hose back on, clamps tight, mass airflow sensor tight, 2 clamps tight down there with the hose, the support bolt tight, filter clamp tight, and then lastly the ground, and the side is complete. Now all you gotta do is repeat the same steps on that side and you got yourself a new intake. Before I start, the only difference on this side is the support beam goes to the power steering fluid tank. That is the only difference that I can point out. Everything else is the same. You take off everything the same, the intercooler piping, the intake comes off the same, the filter comes off the same, everything's the same besides you connect the support beam to the power steering fluid tank. Alright, so once both sides are installed, make sure everything's tight. Make sure all the clamps are on tight. Nothing moves. All we got left is put on the cover back on, and she's done. And she is complete. It took me about an hour for the whole job. I wasn't rushing or anything, so pretty simple. Really easy installation. It's kind of plug and play. It's hard to get it wrong unless you screw something really up. If you guys have any questions of anything I did, just comment down below. If this video helped you, let me know. If not, still let me know. Give it a like, subscribe, and I'll make sure to post more videos about my GTR and then anything fitness related. Alright guys, this is it for today. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace out.